What's going on, guys? Alan here. Welcome back. And before we get into the mod list video that is today's topic, I just want to share something with you guys. I put up a dash cam recently in the F-150 because you just kind of never know what's going to happen. And I've seen some crazy stuff, but you know, I figure every once in a while when I get something worth sharing, I'll start a video with it or something. So check this one out. Yeah, she was almost gonna hit that lady. Alright, so to get into the topic of today's video, this is going to be the complete mod list and what I paid for each one that's on my 16 F-150 Lariat. To start off, we'll go from front to back. So the first mod I did to it was the Raptor style grill. This Raptor style grill is an eBay grill, and it was $89. The next mod here in the front, 9145 LED bulbs by SNGL, Amazon item. Those were $40 per set. I have two sets, one for winter, one for summer. One's a 3000K that I run in the wintertime, 6000K is the set I run in the summertime, so everything matches. By the way, all these links are in the description below. Moving on to the side of the vehicle. Fender badges. The whole reason I went with this, I wanted to keep the black theme. So it's a Shadow Black 2016 F-150 Lariat with the Sport Package. The Sport Package meaning that it has a ton of color matched parts besides the front grille. The front grille was the magnetic, so it was not black, but that's what came on the Sport Package Lariat with the 3 bars. But all these other parts are color matched Shadow Black. The front bumper, the rear bumper, the mirror caps, the door handles, and the tailgate handle. So with all those color matched parts that are already Shadow Black, it's really easy to keep with the black out theme on this vehicle. So the first thing I had to go were the badges. I did do the debadging video, so you guys can check that out. But these fender badges here, these were another eBay item, and they were $17. They have the red Lariat. And then at the same time, I wanted the blacked out 5-liter badge because this is a Coyote. And they put the EcoBoost badge down here, so I figured, hey, why not get a 5.0 badge blacked out? So I put it down on the door where the EcoBoost badge goes on the EcoBoost trucks. The black 5-liter badge was $10 on eBay. Now next, down here, I purchased the set of 4 mud flaps from the dealership. I want to keep the paint as nice as possible, stone chips, everything else, so I definitely got these very quick, and they were about $100 from the dealership. Next, the antenna would hit on my garage. I have a very low garage, so I picked up this little short, I don't know, I think it's a 14-inch antenna. I just got that down at the auto parts store for, I think, 15 bucks. Next, we will move on to the wheels and tires, which was a pretty big debate, but we'll get to that. I picked up the 20x9 XD Rockstar 2 wheels. They are steel wheels, so they're pretty heavy. It was either that or a fuel, and I really liked the design of the Rockstars. But actually, these are pretty cool, so let's check these out. So these Rockstars here have the center cap that hides the lugs. I love that part. And then they also have these pieces here that you can actually take right out. And the whole purpose behind this is you can color match it to your vehicle. If you had, you know, a silver F-150, you could take these off, get them painted to color match. It's just really neat. And I guess you could probably take them off anyway to give you that deep dish look, but I have not tried that. I might try that and see what happens. But again, keeping with the color matched or the blacked theme, I went with these Rockstar wheels. They are a matte black. I think they look really good on the truck. And the Rockstar wheels were, the Rockstar wheels were $1,200 for all four of them. Now the tread that I decided to put on them were the Nitto Ridge Grapplers initially. I put those on. They were $295 55/20s, and I got those and I ran them for, I think it was 31 days, 32 days, something like that. But on a highway trip, you can check that video out as well. On a highway trip we took to Traverse City, it was all over the road. It felt, I mean, it was swaying all over. It was really crazy. So I called up Discount. You know, they hooked me up, and I wound up switching out. I probably had a bad tire, you know, was all it was, bad balance, whatever it was. But I decided to switch out to the Nitto Exo Grapplers, and that's what I have on here currently. Same thing, $295 55/20, and I absolutely love these tires so far. I've heard they're fantastic in the snow, which I have a lot of fun in the snow, especially in this truck. So I can't wait until it snows. Yes, I said it. I love snow. So I can't wait until it snows to try these bad boys out. But I absolutely love these tires. They are considered an all-terrain, but I just love them. It's perfect. Though the wheels are a zero offset, so they have just a touch of poke. Just exactly what I was looking for. But these tires, so far I love them. So we'll see how they do in the wintertime, and then I'll do a review on them. So the Nitto tires, they're the same price for both sets. So I didn't pay for the second set, obviously, but those were $1,300. Wheels and tires, after balancing and disposal, and not disposal because I sold the other one, but after all those fees you pay on top of the wheels and tires, everything was just over $2,900 for those. Moving on to the inside. This mod actually was the first mod I did. I definitely wanted to keep the carpets shiny, new. They don't shine, but whatever. So I researched Husky, I researched WeatherTech, and then these ones came up as well. These are Max Liner. These were an Amazon item. I paid $160 for the set, and I absolutely love them. These were cheaper than the other two. I've heard great things about both of them and nothing about this one, so I decided to try it, and they're molded perfect. I've had zero issues. They clean right up. It's wonderful. You take them out of the truck, you power wash them, put them back in, and I've got that for the driver's side, passenger side, and in the back. And they go, you know, under the seat, and then they go under these seats. I mean, it goes all the way to the back. So I absolutely love these floor mats. Love them. I would recommend them to anybody. Max Liner. All right, so getting to the back of the truck here. One of my popular videos is the applique that I put on the back. I installed it twice. The second time it stayed. You can check those videos out as well. The second time I put it on, it was really good. It stayed, but I had the truck, I wanted to ceramic coat it, so I had it in for a paint correction, and I took it off on purpose. It wasn't falling off or nothing, and I'll show you that. Here it sits in the back of my garage. I have tried a bunch of stuff to try and get it to fit, to stick. I even recently threw ABS on the back. If you can, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. I threw ABS on the back, welded it, and it doesn't fit right with this big board on the back. I tried it, and I said, forget it. I'm not dealing with it now. I might not deal with it ever. Chris, you know what I'm talking about. I think it's the ceramic coat, the reason why it won't stick, but you know, I messed it up. I welded that ABS on the back, and that might be the problem. But so in the meantime, I took the emblem off and I wrapped it in carbon fiber vinyl. It was pretty easy over the whole thing. And then I took a real fine razor blade and cut out all the letters. I did mess up like the middle of the D, and I just had to cut that out and redo it, but no big deal. It's stuck on there. I'm actually thinking about getting the vinyl decal to go in the back here. I know Chris was talking about that as well in one of my comments, but I think that would be a good idea. I mean, you can get them for $60, $65, something like that on eBay. And I mean, it's not dimensional like the Raptor applique, but it looks good, and that's the whole point. I have not done anything with the bed yet. I did want to rhino line it, or Line-X, whatever, but I have not done that. That is yet to come. So I think the next up, so the applique was $130. The carbon fiber vinyl was $13. Before I forget, one mod that was done already to this vehicle when I got it, it had a 2-inch level on it. Not sure what they paid, but you know, the average price, depending on, you know, they can range depending on the company, but it does have a level on the front, and I did have to readjust the headlights because they never did that. But it does have the level on the front, and you can get those from anywhere, them spacers, from $40 to, you know, $125, something like that. So, but that was done. I'm not going to consider that as payment because I didn't pay it. So next up on the mod list is my list of mods that were done via Forescan. If you haven't seen any of my Forescan videos, definitely check it out. It's a really sweet feature that you can do. All you need is a laptop and an OBD2 link to your laptop, and then you can change a ton of your settings on this vehicle, and I'll show you what I've done so far. Global windows. I added the digital readouts on top of the temperature gauge for the engine and the temperature gauge for the transmission. There is no oil pressure gauge digital readout. You cannot do that. And I also, here on the Sync 3, I added the heated and cooled seats and the heated steering wheel to the home screen. Also, the seatbelt minder for the passenger side seat I disabled because we do a lot of running around at the campground, and obviously, you know, 9 miles an hour. Probably don't need to have it buckled. I do, just by habit. Okay, this is my favorite Forescan mod by far. Daytime running lamps. You can change them. So what I did was I changed them to the, well, I'll show you. So right here, I have two selected. I have the parking lamps selected, which light up the Raptor grille lights. Also the trim ring around the headlight, the trim ring around the tail light, and the second one I have selected are the turn signals in the front, meaning this guy right here. It gives it like a DRL look because those are brighter than everything else. So it doesn't show up very good during the day in camera. It does if you're looking at it in person, but it turns out sweet, and I absolutely love these DRLs with the trim ring, or else you just don't see them. You see them at night, and that's it. Alright, so here's a better look after the sun starts going down. You can really tell now. Love these DRLs. They just look so mean with that grill. Definitely. Next one is Bambi mode. That means that you can have your brights and your fog lights on at once. So right now, my headlights and fog lights are on. As you can see, headlights on, fog lights on. Now I'll turn the brights on. As you can see, headlights, brights, fog lights. That gives you the ability to run all 3 at the same time. Just keeps everything bright on the back roads. The last forescan mod that I did was the number of flashes it takes by just bumping your stock. You can turn your stock all the way on and the turn signal stays on until you shut it off. But if you just bump it like that, the turn signal will flash 3 times stock. Not enough for me personally to do a lane change, so I changed it to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I lied, that was not the last mod I did. I forgot another one, and that was the dreaded double honk, because the Lariat has the key fob without a key and it's push button start. So if I'd start the truck and then I'd forget something inside, if that fob was in my pocket, as soon as I shut that door, it would honk twice at me. I'll shut your door. Couldn't stand it, it was loud, so I took that right out, so now it's quieter. Another mod I forgot that was done before I purchased it, there's 35% tint on the front. I personally would have done a color match 20 to match the back, but it's fine. I'm not going to touch it, I'm not going to pay for it, it works for me. So that is a complete list of what I have done thus far to the truck. Not going to be the last of it, definitely not, but I wanted to keep you guys up to date on. So obviously doing this video, I have not totaled it up in my head, but during editing, I will definitely put it up here, right here on the screen, what the total is on everything that I have spent thus far out of my pocket. There are a couple other things, you know, I did the ceramic coating on here, you know, that kit to do it yourself was like 60 bucks, but that's not a mod, that's just stuff that I've done. So I'm going to leave it off of this list, but you guys can always go back, check out those videos. I've got a lot of how-tos. I did drilled and slotted rotors out the back. Those are amazing. I kind of can't wait until the front wears out and I have to do those too, but anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're getting there. We're getting there on the subscribers. I've started this channel 9 months ago from nothing, absolutely nothing. And you guys have been great so far, so it's growing, we're getting somewhere, and I can't wait for the future. Till we meet again, guys. Check you later.